Record that on you.
Yeah.
See, now I don't want him to record, he recorded. This nigga gets on my nerves. Yes.
What's good, y'all? This King.
Lala.
Shantuan.
And this is
Throwedoff Podcast. Ooh, you said that real fast. My bad.
Alright, yeah, this Throwedoff Podcast.
Period.
Alright, so since the pandemic, there has been an overload at work.
Big situation.
When I say an overload at work, I mean you have a lot of people that's not working. So there's a lot of people that's having to work double or triple time to take the place of the people that's not working.
Yes.
And let me tell y'all, this is a silent killer.
For real.
Like,
For
it's
real.
a silent killer. We had the pleasure of being able to experience not having enough staff.
Oof.
Yeah.
And then we had the experience of having enough staff and still it being an overload at work because everybody at work don't want to work.
Yeah, they ain't putting their weight.
So this is a problem.
It's a problem.
in America, I guess.
For real.
Like, I mean, how do you feel about going to work and having to do... All right, first off, how do you feel about having to go to work and doing the job of the people that's not there?
It's irritating.
Very frustrating.
I can't hear you. Speak
It's
up.
irritating.
It's
Irritating as fuck.
The fact that you going to work and there's not enough staff. So
I think
let's speak on that first.
Okay.
How is that? How is that when it's because we experienced that.
Yeah.
We was at work and there's not enough staff. Even though it was love.
It was love.
Yeah.
It was more work, but it was love because sometimes staff can make it hard.
True.
Yeah.
True.
But yeah, what's your take on it? Like
okay, so my thing is like you don't get appreciated for doing it.
Yeah.
That's my biggest thing. It's like we come in, it's certain people who come in and bust their ass at work. You know, like in our job, you don't have to really do too much. So I'm speaking up. So you don't really have to do too much. But so then you have people who come in and just feel like they can just do nothing.
Chill.
And then it'd be like, what the fuck?
okay.
Yeah.
All right. So obviously we really want to hit on the overload at work with enough staff.
Yeah.
Motherfuckers don't want to work. Let me tell you.
At all.
You can have complete staff. Out of 8 to 10 staff, you have 4 to 5 that's actually working.
Right.
And it's just like, what are you doing if you're here? Like, if you're here and you're not doing anything, what are you doing when you leave? Like,
Nothing.
What?
Yeah, because how you work at work, it says a lot about you sometimes, too.
I say that all the
That's-
time.
yeah.
I say that all the time. And my biggest thing is the kitchen, okay? Cause y'all, I'm not going to get too far into this, okay? But please, Jesus, fix it. There are certain things that people do, and it's just like, ew, you's a nasty in person. Because it's like, do you do this at home?
Right.
Like, and if you do it at work, my just natural thought is you do it at home.
Yeah.
So you really is a nasty.
You really is a nasty.
Nasty.
You don't care about but I mean, really, it sucks because, like I said, we've experienced not having enough staff, and where we had to work overtime.
Yeah.
When the staff came back, it was like worse. It was worse. Why? Because it's like you appreciate the amount of work that you have to put into work. So when other people come around and you still with that hustle mentality of working,
Right.
and they still on vacation,
Right.
and you looking at them while you over here cleaning up this and wiping up this and building this whole house, and they sitting there like they're unbothered. Like, unbothered. That's a silent killer because
Because I'm boiling on the inside.
It's slowly, it's turning, it's making, okay, no offense, but it's me. it's almost like a house nigga and a outside
okay.
nigga. Like it's like,
For
yo,
real.
I feel some type of way about you. Like you got the privilege of coming in here and working.
You got the privilege of getting paid.
Yeah.
Because they
you got
not
the
doing no
privilege
work
of coming to this job
and getting paid to chill.
and that's it.
And that's it.
And I'm sitting here like,
and remind you, our shifts are not short.
nah.
There's some people who have the privilege of coming in for a little short shift here and there, but for the most part, all of our shifts are not short.
Some people got 8-hour shifts, and for that whole 8-hour shift, you're like, what
were you here
Were you
for?
just getting adjusted? It's
Like, what is going on?
what? But, but it's not about just our jobs. I've seen jobs like, especially at restaurants.
Yes, that's the worst.
Yeah, like it's crazy at restaurants. I mean, we don't work in restaurants. We can only speak on where we work at. But like, where do you work? Is it people coming in that's working but not working?
Right.
Yeah.
They saying, "Oh yeah, I'm about to go to work," but they really clocking in and getting that check and keeping it moving and not putting no work in.
Yeah, and
Because
you working
a lot-
extra and ain't getting paid extra, so.
It's also, the managers is like, I don't know, I guess with like COVID, like nobody really don't care. Like, so it's just like, they taking whatever because we need people.
And the thing is, levels don't even matter. It don't matter what level you on. You can be a regular worker, you can be a manager, you can be a upper manager, a higher manager, CEO. Everybody slacks.
Right.
Everybody slacks to the point where you put more work on other people.
Right.
And that's the problem what we're having in the world. Like nobody's considerate of what other people is carrying. Yeah. Because everybody is coming into work carrying whatever they're carrying and still having to do what they have to do.
Right.
So it's just like, help out a little bit. Like be considerate of the fact of, hey, let me get my butt up because I am at work. Yeah.
Right.
I didn't just come from my comfortable home to clock in. So let me be considerate of the other people who's here.
Or even like talking, dealing with people. It's like motherfuckers be coming to work. Excuse my French. People be coming to work. Anyway. People can't hear me.
Okay.
People be coming in and they just don't want to talk. They don't want to have a conversation. They just want to
we don't have to be friendly, but I'm saying as far as the job goes, we should communicate what's going on.
At least about the job.
Yeah, about the job. We don't have to be like, hey, what did you do yesterday? Nah, it ain't got to be all about that.
Right.
Yeah. I definitely don't want to be all about that.
Yeah, nah.
What you do yesterday?
Don't
I
worry
worked.
about it.
What you do? Yeah. At work.
No, but like certain people you can't even have a conversation with about stuff at work. Like, because it's like they look at you crazy for even trying to have that conversation.
Yeah, because I had been told one time, like, I was making someone else look bad because the way I was working. I was like, how am I making you look bad for me doing what I'm supposed to do?
Because you overworking and somebody's sitting down and they're like, why you doing so much?
They shouldn't feel so much.
Why are you doing so much? Why you at work?
Sit down. Do like us. Nothing. What?
You do. Hey, for all y'all overdoers at work, you doing too much. Sit down.
Keep grinding. That's what I say. Keep grinding.
Okay, see, you used to get on my nerves, y'all. Okay, I kind of appreciate it now. Okay, but like when it first started happening, he used to get on my nerves coming behind me in the kitchen, like cleaning, like
OCD having
like I literally like be doing something. So like I'm gonna come back to this, but when I come back, he's there.
Doing it.
And it's like, no, I appreciate it now, okay?
Yeah.
But he's just there. And I just be like, what the freak is he always there?
Because he's so used to other people not doing, and it's just he got in the habit of doing for them, but you're not one of the ones he have to do for. But
right, but I would say I appreciate it because... I don't have to ask. I don't have to be like, I don't feel like doing this today. And some days I don't feel like doing stuff, and he just comes. I know he's gonna come behind me. He's gonna do it.
He makes work a lot easier. I can tell you that much. He does. We gotta have more of him. We have about 3 more. We can run the whole everything by himself.
Swear.
But that's a good thing. This is a compliment, y'all. So don't.
Yes, this is a compliment.
Not beating him down.
He's there.
He's there.
Doing what I was going to be doing.
That's like somebody just took a bowl of shit and just threw it on your door, and it was like, it's just there.
Like, it's like one thing. You know how like somebody.
Everybody says that though. Everybody says something about the way I come behind them, but then it's like, when you get that day when you tired and you don't feel like doing that shit,
You appreciate it.
It's like, oh, he's
it's
so
like
That's my dog. That's my dog.
But that's the thing about having a problem with this topic. Like
not doing,
overworking. I see how people get frustrated, and I think about, I'm like, yo, Black people been struggling for so many years, and when you watch movies, you see how like women had to watch and raise families for years and like constantly do, and it's like, how aren't you tired of that? Like, you have, like, now we are privileged where we can go out in the world and do whatever and say, I want to do that. But back then it's like, yo, you really had to work and put in that work for the people that didn't want to work. Right. And when you see that, it's like you kind of almost have to humble yourself, because it's like, yo, it's people really out here that's really putting in work. Yeah. Right. And we're privileged. Like, our job is not so rigorous. It's not it's hands on.
Yeah, they have their days,
but it's more so like we're raising kids, but we're taking care of adults, and it's like, if you have kids, you know what it's like to raise one.
Yeah. So imagine 6.
So just imagine 6 big guys with their own mindset, with a slightly developed, mental, that's doing whatever they want to do. So it's like, you really have to be considerate of people and how people move and how people think and how people work, so that it's a farm going on. So that everything
he get on my nerves.
So that everything can, connect. Because if we don't work with each other, you shouldn't always have to come in and explain to me, hey, this is what's going on. I don't need all that. Hey, you going through, I got you. Boom. Right. If I got it to give, boom, you got it. So if I'm giving all, by the time I'm tapped out, hey, y'all, I need some help. Yeah. Right. Willingly. Okay, I got you. Cool. And that's how it should be. Like, give your all until you can't give no more. And I guarantee what you're spilling out is going to refill your cup. Yeah. Like it is. Yeah. I'm blessed to say my cup has been refilled plenty of times because of the work that I do put out. And I don't put out work where it's like, I'm like draining myself. But it's like, I'm happy to be a part. I'm happy to be, all right, let's move a part of the team. You know what I mean? So it's like, just be happy to be a part of the team, and
it's about teamwork. Yeah. It should be anyway.
Everything is teamwork. I don't care where you going in this world. You need a team to make it work.
Say it.
Okay?
Strong team. Not just a team. Right. Because you can have players on the team that ain't contributing like they should.
And they got to go.
Yeah.
But sometimes you need them to see what you don't need on your team.
True.
Short season.
Yeah,
for a short season.
Very short.
And you take out the good stuff, because everybody got some good in them. Yeah. So you take out some good stuff, and we're like, we're going to keep that, but we're going to leave you where you at.
Right.
But yeah, like,
getting on.
Oh, wow.
So just summing it up, just basically just be considerate that there's people out here going through, and they having to work, and some people have multiple jobs.
Yeah.
So just
some
imagine.
People are working. For my life example, I'm a single mother.
That's a job within itself.
I'm working like 12 to 16-hour shifts and still having to go home and take care of these kids, honey, okay? And then they online school. Somebody fix it. Jesus. I'm trying to tell y'all. So, listen, single moms, okay? I feel your pain, honey, okay? I feel your pain. Don't nobody else feel your pain. I feel your pain.
Yeah, you definitely felt the pain.
You can hear it in our voice. Like, you heard it. We heard it.
Fix it, okay? Fix it.
So it's an overload everywhere. It's just an overload. Like, it's just an overload. At work, life is work.
Yeah, it is.
It's all about what you make it, though. But just having that right team around you, it makes a difference.
Oh my God.
Big difference.
A huge difference.
Yeah. The team is not always going to travel with you, so you're going to have to make teams in different places.
Yeah.
But just don't be that oddball that's like, I'm doing what I want to do, and I don't care about
The
fuck
team.
you. Look, listen. We got enough of that, and the little kids nowadays that we got growing up,
Right.
like they don't want to work. So look, if you 25 and older, come on, pull up.
Yeah.
Just pull up.
I'm gonna need y'all to teach our kids how to work. Okay. Period.
We all need to teach us, all of us, how to work.
Yep.
Yeah. Something.
It takes a village to raise a village. I tell you that.
Amen. Because I used to, when I first started working out, I wasn't the best worker. I used to slack a whole bunch. But, I mean, it gets boring. Like, I don't know, after 2-3 days, it just...
Like when you say you first started, it all depends on who you had around you, who you were working with. Because those are the ones who are training you, and then you feel like, well, they ain't doing much, then you adapt to that.
Right.
Or that's why I'm glad I started working with who I started working with when I first started working. Because if not, I probably
wouldn't have been here. Be honest,
probably not.
He would not have. There's a lot of people that wouldn't have stayed.
Anyway, my mentality, because I worked in the mental health for years, I would have stayed, but I probably ain't gonna say I would be doing as much. I mean, I had slacked in the past few months. I ain't gonna lie. I have. I was told that too.
You were part of the team.
Yeah, but that's a good thing. You gotta take.
You need some people on your team that's honest, okay?
Yeah.
If a person can't be honest with you,
criticism.
they not your friend.
I'm not about to be walking around sour and he don't know why. Like,
correct.
I told him I don't feel no type of way.
at him.
Keep slacking. As long as I got it out.
Yeah.
I got you for a little bit. His head is big, so it's like it's but so much.
Is my head big, y'all?
And you gotta lean forward.
Is it big? Lean further back. Y'all be the judge. Who's bigger?
I'm done.
You had to put me in there.
Yeah.
And I gotta turn this way.
Yeah, you turn this way, they gonna see the profile of the head.
Y'all, it's COVID anyway. We're supposed to be covering our heads up.
I'm done.
Mm-hmm.
Nah, but really, see, you have to have fun. You have to. You have to have fun. We just came from work. Like, it's a blessing to be able to look. I'm gonna be honest. It was some really good people that came into this job. I tried my hardest to hold on to them. Like, I'm not even a manager by choice. I tried hard. Like, that's why the whole idea of overworking or pulling up is when people see you about something, they will feel better jumping on board.
Yeah.
Now, the people that's left, we still stay in contact. And it's been told to me like, yo, you really, you helped me in there. Like, because people are harsh. People don't give a fuck about you.
They
don't. To the wolves.
Like, I'm talking about managers, this, that, and the third. I don't have a problem with speaking up for me, nor for anybody else, if it makes sense. Yeah, but you really gotta, if you strong-hearted, if you strong-powered, like, speak up for people. Yeah. Like, don't be afraid to, don't go to restaurants, speak, oh, my order this, that. No, go to somewhere that it can be used, the right way, for people and benefit people to rise and like really show out. Because if you show people that you about something and you gotta be like, hey, to be around me, you gotta be about this, you gotta step your game up.
Right.
We'll have more people stepping up. You know what I mean? Right. And you're gonna be the one that they stepping up to. Don't just have it to show and don't have nothing behind it. Like, you can look flashy, you can look good, you can look all, bitch, I'm blind. Show me what you about. Right. But it's like, you really got to show people like what you want them to represent. Like,
lead by example.
Right. Amen.
I lead by example because I've been led by
a good leader.
No. A good leader. You're right.
Yeah.
That one. That one. Because I tell you, these beings walking around, they can be tricky. They can have a title above their heads.
Oh yeah, they let that go to their heads.
But that ain't the leader.
Nah.
That ain't the leader. I don't work for a title to be, I'm told what to do, is a like direct. Is a I'm here for
But
the
you can
people.
like stuff like that. You can tell the ones who are here for the money, who's here because they actually enjoy doing what they do.
Well, I don't really enjoy it.
You enjoy it. You enjoy it. I can see how you
I
interact
don't.
with
No.
individuals.
Y'all don't know what we really do.
Right.
I don't enjoy that. I like to see people treated fair. Like I've always wanted to be treated fair. I had a rough upbringing. I wasn't like you can see I'm dark. I was a biggins. I was a big boy. So it's just being treated fair. Like you know what I mean? And it's like more so working on myself, working on my mental. Over the past years, I've gained confidence in knowing like you really have to be about yourself for anybody else to be about you.
Amen.
You know what I mean? So if you have that confidence, I've had older guys like in the gym that approach me and say things that, you know, it just like reek of low confidence. And it's just like, why? Like, why don't you believe in yourself a little bit more? Why don't you feel a little bit better? And it's like we don't really have that much empowerment going around. We don't have that much like you see how I can tell him, we can tell each other the truth and still like he's confident who he is. He don't care, like he's just like
do not know how to take criticism.
at
all.
They take offense to it.
But
right.
you know
Ready to
why?
fight.
It's because it's this whole complex where we growing up and insecure about different things because of things that we've heard.
Yeah.
So it's like growing up, we don't want to hear that. We want to lash back out.
There's a lot of stuff people insecure about, but in order to get where you're trying to go, especially if you're talking about being somebody big, you gotta let all them insecurities go.
Yeah.
And you gotta be able to take what people say to you, even if you don't like hearing it. Like, you know.
Flip it, you know what I'm saying?
Right,
Like,
okay.
I feel like it's all good.
Right.
Constructive criticism.
Right.
Like, why you walk like that? No words said. Go home, look in the mirror. How the fuck do I walk?
Right.
What the fuck this bitch was talking about?
Right.
Oh, that. Stay walk. I did it. I got it. You feel me? Like, but just be humble about it. Like, take it for what it is. Like, oh, your words, cool. You know what you need to work on. And if you hear something constantly, I'm a jackass all the time, but they love me.
Who say that?
So
Who say that?
I can't change that. Nah, but it's like really like be open to constructive criticism, and it like not even people will throw things out and to joke on you, even as a joke. It's okay. We grow up. Yeah. We joke to cover up, stuff. So it's like take that. But I
feel like some jokes is be talking about some real shit.
Yeah, that's what. Yeah, a lot of people.
Right, but you got to realize them jokes is covering up people hurt.
Right.
And how people don't understand how to maneuver or how to feel like I don't have to throw this comment because I'm bigger than that, and I got other things on my plate. Right. Rather than to drag you down on how I feel just to appease these people and make a laugh for the moment. Right. Like, you're not thinking about that. We grow up in a society where it's like, we got to make everybody laugh. Everybody want to be the class clown. Right. So it's like we're always trying to tear each other down just to make the popular vote. But then you tear somebody down where it's like, you don't know what that person can grow up to be. They can either grow up to be a fucking mass murderer and come straight for you and yours, right? Or they can grow up to be the next richest man, and you're gonna be shit out of luck. So just be mindful, just be mindful of what you put out and be mindful of what you take in. Like, everything is not directed to bring you down and keep you down. Some things is meant to be said so that you can acknowledge what people are saying, what people are thinking, and what people are seeing, and work on what you need to work on and address what you need to address. But don't take anything and for all the people that's been through things in the past, don't let it go. But find somebody to talk to. Yeah. Find somebody to talk to. It's okay.
Yeah, we need that outlet.
It's okay.
It is.
Talk to them. It don't have to be somebody that's going to tell the next person Some people just want to be the first person to tell the next person. Okay. Nah, find somebody random. Yeah. Somebody random. Just let it out. Let it out.
Facts.
But yeah,
Big.
overworking at work. Life is work.
Right.
We overworking ourselves and other
To
people.
death.
Just be considerate.
Very please.
Perfect.
All right, that's all I got to say, y'all. I said a lot.
Yeah, you said a lot.
My mouth dry. What my water?
That's when you know you talk a lot.
You just gonna walk off the camera?
Yeah, I
and get some
did.
water?
I did.
You better sit in the exact same spot.
I'm in the same
X
spot.
marks the spot.
I'm not
There you go.
So yeah.
Fix it,
Y'all got anything else y'all want to say about?
No, I think we hit all good points.
Yeah, just get you a strong team. That's all
Yeah,
I'm saying.
right. Period.
Just get you. That's all you got from that. Just get you a
No,
strong.
you got your surroundings, man, your environment. You got to be mindful of it. Who you got around you. I don't want no buttholes. Not too many, because I got one already.
Oh my God! Here we go.
Oh, I ain't
Here we
say
go.
no names though.
They compliment and they shoot you down. Bow, bow.
But like we said, you got to take
All
it,
right.
flip it.
All right. That's all I got.
All right, y'all. We out.
Like, this is me, this is what I do, or this is who I am, and it's like, well, nah, you shouldn't be like that. Like, well, this is who the fuck I am. Like, either you accept